What is good, y'all? I'm a little late because I had to go get my Waffle House. I got lit with my boyfriend, y'all. We got drunk, so I had to go get me some Waffle House to settle this liquor in my. It's something in this liquor. The air is getting thicker. Oh yeah, all I want is you. Y'all get no startup music. Y'all get me a startup music. You heard me? Y'all, I had to eat. Y'all, manage you. I went on a 5 day fast from social media and from food. So I'm gonna dig in. That is what I will do. I will not deprive myself any longer. Okay, and then we're gonna get into some foodie booty business, and then we're gonna get into Diari and Ken Walker. We're gonna get into a couple of things here. All right, it's me, it's Mel with Lip and Gap, Medelistic Diva. I'm gonna let y'all fall in here a little bit. If y'all fall in, if you're catching this on the replay, what's up? What's up? If you're watching this live, what's up? What's up? Hey to everybody. It's me. If you know who I am, if you're seeing this years later, it's me. Mm, mm, mm. All my Waffle House fans. If you enjoy Waffle House, let me know. Mm, mm, mm. And drop your comment. For all my people that's not interested in people eating on camera, you might have to bounce about out this piece. Because I'm gonna be eating. And give my comments on things tonight. Mm, mm, But mostly, we give my eat on right now. It's so good. Mm. I think that when you are a little tipsy, food tastes better. If you know what I mean. A food tastes better when you lit. Food is definitely tastes better when you lit. Overall. We was up in here playing Never Have I Ever. We're gonna get started on Foodie Booty in a minute. I've been missing for a week, so we gotta play catch up. Enough of my food. Let's hop into Foodie Booty. So we know that she been on this diet cycle. Almost like a washing cycle. Wash, rinse, repeat. Pretty much. Okay. So she posted this a week ago. Hey guys, so just a few things. I have decided to private some videos that no longer reflect how I feel about certain subjects. This will take a while to do, but I started with the fast food funeral video because when I watch it, I feel sad for myself that I had a distorted all or nothing extreme negative view of food and of myself. I'm working to get out of that diet cycle mindset, and I have been trapped in since I was 15 years old. Yep, 15 is starving myself behind my family's back so that I can look good like those models in the 17 magazines I used to read. Now My focus is on healing from the inside out. This is a long personal journey, and maybe someday I will share it with you, but now is not the time. YouTube is not a safe space, and it has taken me years to being on here to learn this. Secondly, I am planning some fun holiday related videos for December. I'm not going to promise videos every day, but I will do my best to bring the I guess you, excuse me, the fun content like more time warps around the world, holiday recipes, and Christmas lights, etc. So that's how I eat my Waffle House. So break that down. So pretty much what she's stating is that she wanted to look like the models at the age of 15, but she was still overweight. Behind her family's back. But overall, she had a love of food. I guess my whole issue is with Foodie Beauty is that she contradicts herself a whole lot. Because at one point it's like, oh, I want to cut back, but no, I'm not going to diet. Cutting back is dieting, you nitwit. That's exactly what it is. Like when I fast, just a diet. It's nothing else I can call it. It's a diet. And what I'm doing right now is refeeding because I didn't eat for 5 days. And I'm also a little tipsy. So this is my problem with her. She does a diet cycle where she doesn't stay true to this lifestyle change that she wants to portray. And then it's like, well, why should I shun away food? It's like, you told us that you were going to do this. We didn't ask you to do it. And some people may have put in your comments and said, oh, well, you should consider losing weight because you are a bigger woman. Yeah, people probably have said that. Sure have. Why eat my bacon from Waffle House? But you feed out a certain message and then you try to take it back and come around, which only hurts yourself. So when people give you negative backlash, you only brought this on yourself. That's all I got to say about that comment. You may have heard other viewers, other content creators comment on this comment post or community post. This is my first time commenting on that community post. But let's go ahead and go into her video. We're going to go into her video. I believe she did a pot roast. She did a pot roast, y'all. This is her latest video. Instant pot beef stew. I'm going to do some commentary on that. See how we like it. Okay, let's start. We gotta ad up first. Let's pass this ad first, and then we can get into this video, and then we gonna get into Ken Walker and Diari. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Hello, foodie beauties. Excuse me. Are you just gonna watch me make this whole stew? I don't need spectators. I don't. I really don't.
She's talking to her cats.
But you're welcome to stay, as long as you stay over there and stay away from my cooking station on this side of things. Because you know what?
Cats in the kitchen while you're cooking. Wow.
I see what they do to you guys, and I just could do without, quite frankly. Okay. Alright guys, first things first, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to the Instapot, and we're going to put it on saute. Once the oil is hot, you are going to put half of the meat in the pot, sprinkle it with salt and pepper, and you're going to let it cook on each side for about 4 minutes. Do not turn it until it comes up easily and it is perfectly brown. Well, it's brown enough on each side. You're going to do this in 2 batches. I never made these true, by the way. Just like in a clean bowl.
I don't think I will.
Set aside. All of the brown bits at the bottom of the pot are where the flavor is going to come from. We're going to deglaze the bottom of the pot after. So if you see brown like this from the meat sticking, that's a good thing. All right, so we just put our meat aside.
She got a good old sound going on here in the back.
Now I'm going to cook the onion and the garlic. Cook the onion until it is just translucent.
Make sure you share this out and thumb this live up.
Fragrant, but be careful not to burn the garlic. Alright, so now I've turned the saute off and I've added 1 of the 3 cups of the beef broth into the pot, and I'm just going to use a wood spoon. Be careful not to use a metal or you may ruin your pot, just to deglaze the bottom. If you don't do this, apparently you will get an error message on the Instant Pot, like a burn warning. Now I've added the 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm just going to mix that around. Probably would have been easier to add the tomato paste before the meat, but whatever.
Don't none of this sound appetizing, by the way.
Worcester sauce. I think I said that correctly this time. No? Now the remaining cups
Nothing
of
that I
beef
would
broth.
need. No disrespect to anyone else that might
And now
like
we'll
to
add the
enjoy this meal.
vegetables on top of the meat and don't mix. I've added 1 bay leaf, some pepper, and some Italiano seasoning because I don't have any time. So I'm just going to add this and see if it works. Alright, now I'm going to secure the lid and lock the pressure steam valve. And I'm going to set this to 35 minutes on manual pressure.
We're going to skip
high
past
pressure
this, y'all.
for 35 minutes.
Let's go into where she started eating. Mm-hmm.
For centuries, people have used
You know the
elderberries to
ads
help
got to
keep
come up.
healthy.
We're going to go ahead and cut that down because we don't want no ads. Let's skip on past the ads, okay?
From the pressure cooker. So I'm using cornstarch, Bob's Red Mill, whatever cornstarch you have is good. So you put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of water. I still want to say cornsnat because that's what BB used to say, cornstarch. Okay.
Snatch.
Oh, grow up.
Peeps is a little weird.
Never.
Hi, Sam. Can you put this back, please?
He's a little weird.
Look at him. He needs to get away from the pressure cooker.
He's fine.
It's releasing now. Yeah, the pressure
The
is...
fact that we got a cat by the
really
pressure
anymore, so
cooker
we're
is
gonna let
not
it release
sitting
for
right
about
with
10
me.
minutes or so.
Not at all.
Then we're going to open the lid and put the slurry in. So...
Slurry is
If y'all in the bushes, y'all can drop down. Just to let y'all know, y'all
we'll
can
see
drop
you
down the
guys in a
seat.
few minutes, okay? So I've added the cornstarch and water mix, and I've put it back on saute mode, and I'm just going to let it come to a simmer and let it simmer for a few minutes until the sauce thickens, and then it will be ready to plate up and eat.
Plate up.
Okay, guys, this is what it looks like. Yum. Looks pretty good. That's
It
pizza.
looks like dog
and
food a
mine
little bit.
in a bowl.
A little bit like dog
Lincoln,
food.
like Rudy Giuliani. My hair fibers. I can't even laugh at him because I've been through there. Well, I haven't had it like leak down my head, but
You can laugh at him because you haven't done it on national friggin' television.
I've done it on YouTube though. No, it hasn't leaked on YouTube. I don't think. I don't know. But yeah, it's embarrassing. Okay, so
Yeah. You're not the lawyer for the President of the United States of America.
that's true.
She's definitely not a lawyer for
That's
nobody
true.
in the United States of
But
America.
regardless,
Trying to.
I can still sympathize with someone who uses hair fillers. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have bread and butter with my meal. Do you like bread and butter, Pete?
Bread and butter. She's gonna have some bread and butter. You know, she got pot beef stew.
You're not weird.
So I guess I can relate to
So this is just like
making pot
margarine,
roast.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Blue menu margarine. I don't know about. There's just something about bread or sandwiches when they're cut in half. They taste better. I don't know. It's like a weird.
She compared
psychological-
bread and salmon. Wow.
I swear. So, bread and butter and stew. Homemade stew. Is it good?
Mhm.
It must
She
be
over
really
there
hot.
looking like the Michelin Man a little bit.
I'm gonna dunk it. Feed me. The sauce.
So y'all, I will say this is a little dry from her normal videos, but sis still ain't doing no portion control. You know what I'm saying? She said she was gonna cut back. She wasn't gonna diet, but she was gonna cut back, which is aka a diet. But she's still not doing no portion control. She had a big ass bowl. Let's proceed.
That's really good, huh? Wow. Let's see if the meat's tender. Is it tender?
Nah, it's definitely still a bit tough. Could definitely stand to have been
Wait a minute, y'all.
tenderer.
It's not fall apart yet.
So she did all this to cook some tough A meat. The meat is tough. People done told her that the meat is tough. Now, anybody that's a cooker, a real cooker, I don't care what kind of meat you're cooking, you don't cook that meat till it fall off the bone. You want tender meat. You don't want any tough meat. But they sitting down here eating some tough pot beef stew. That's what they're doing. But let's continue.
It's like still tender enough for me.
It's your first time using that pressure cooker, so.
Yeah, and I used a recipe.
Blame it on pressure cooker. Okay.
From a website, so I'm just gonna link the recipe in the description. I've been craving cooked carrots.
You got cooked carrots and rough meat. Wow.
So, if you try to make a stew in that pressure cooker again, it'll come out even better.
Yeah. No. I guess maybe if you have any suggestion, guys, like maybe cook it a bit longer with a bit more liquid.
Duh, cook it longer. You're supposed to cook your meat for a while to make it tender. You make it tender, girl.
I find it pretty tender.
Nah, it does need to be tenderer.
I guess it's a matter of preference. Because I find mine
Girl,
tender.
you eating anything. That's what that
Unless it's certain pieces, I don't know.
She eating anything. Peeps telling her that this meat ain't tender enough. She's talking about, oh, it tastes tender enough to me.
More tender.
Yep.
Don't mind me. I'm over here eating my Waffle House. It is.
Now, some people like it with like a nice crusty bread is good too. But I don't know, just plain white Wonder Bread.
You ain't need that extra starch, girl.
With stew.
You ain't need all that.
Hot.
I don't find it too hot, honestly.
Maybe because yours isn't a plate.
Probably spread out more so the heat's dissipating more.
And I'm out of my favorite pickles, so I have to resort to Bix. And yes, I'm the only one eating, so I can put my hand in the jar, right?
Yep.
Hasn't killed me yet.
Wait a minute, would you put your...
What the
You
pickles
say you
on?
putting your hand in the jar. Wait a minute, you supposed to be
Putting
using
my
no
hand in the
fork,
jar.
girl.
Why would that kill you?
Bacteria.
Oh, she worried about bacteria. Wow. Didn't know.
Bacteria. Whatever. I do what I want.
It's not like people wash the pickles off when they take them out of the jar.
No, they mean like people mean like if I keep putting my hand in, I'm putting bacteria in the jar.
Absolutely, you are. We don't know where your fingers, man. We don't know what you've been scratching or rubbing on. None of that. We don't know if you wash your hands too good. I mean, I would never eat out of pickle jar after you, but I'm just saying.
Instant pot. I want to say Instapot. I don't know why. Instant Pot. By the way, I'm drinking water. And so is Pete. Right?
In case you all forgot what water looks like.
So
We definitely got water. Look like it. She
we
don't
don't have
drink
the light
now.
on, the ring light, because
it sucks.
yeah, it's so bright in the face. Okay.
Yep. It's way too bright.
I find my beef is perfectly tender. I guess it's just a matter of taste.
Yeah, probably.
She's talking about it's a matter of taste. Pizza said that stuff not tender. Shut up.
Did the cat just meow? Did Sam just make a noise?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to eat my tree. He stopped.
And they worry about the cat. Stop playing.
Yeah, every once in a while I just crave a good stew, you know?
You can tell the meat ain't tender, y'all, because Pizza's having to dig in real hard when he get his piece of meat. It look like cat food, some type of dog food. I don't know. It don't look appetizing. I'll tell you that now.
Did you ever eat the Campbell's chunky stew in a can? Chunky soup in a can or whatever?
That's what it tastes like.
Probably not. Because my mom would make stew.
Yeah, his mom's a really good cook.
So, like, why would she use the Campbell's? When she could make something better.
Yeah, your mom would spit on Campbell's.
Wow.
No?
No, she just wouldn't bother with it.
This a little dry, y'all. This a little dry. They dry. They not giving me too much.
She has a kitchen. It's just small.
I think it's barely a kitchen. Barely a kitchenette.
Potatoes stay hot for like 10 years after you cook them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the song Hot Potato.
That's what she kind of look like, a potato.
But your mom's kitchen is pretty small. It's like
Maybe it's a good size. You just can't fit in it.
I think in my life, but still, she manages to crank out good meals in it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right?
She insulted his mom's kitchen and complimented her in the same sentence.
So,
wow.
Sometimes it's not the size that matters; it's how you use it.
On that note, we done with Foodie
always...
Beauty. We done with her for the night. She's not interesting at all. The most interesting part to me was the cats in the kitchen, because I would at that point would discontinue the thought of wanting to eat food in the kitchen. Now, it's no discrimination, against anyone, but if you have a cat in your kitchen, I don't want any of your food, because that cat hair can be anywhere. If you got cat spirit, I don't want no food from you at all. No, I don't want nothing to eat from you. I don't want no meals from you. No. No. I do not want any meals from you at all. I feel like you should keep those meals to yourself. You should keep those meals right on to yourself. You shouldn't even think about serving anyone. That should be a situation where you and your household, if they feel like they want to eat it, that they eat it, but don't give it to anybody else. Okay? Moving along on the docket, we're going to move on to Ken Walker. So let me give you the rundown. Ken Walker, which is Diaria's fiance, got caught out here last week rubbing on the booty of, I believe she's a dancer, stripper. And I want to say her name is, I'm going to get to her name, actually. Let me go to her name. Her name, what the hell happened? Wait. I want to say her name is Morgan. I thought I had her name, but maybe I don't. I thought I had it. But anyways, he was caught out there with this young lady that was a dancer in the club. Ken Walker was. And we know him from DKL4. So it's DKL for life, pretty much. Yeah, DK4L. I keep saying it wrong. DK4L for life. It's this couple that's been together for about 5 or 6 years. Everyone loves them. They have 1 million of viewers on YouTube right now. People love and adore them, right? This is his second time being caught out there within 2 years. I had no knowledge from the first time, but I peeped game that he was caught out there the first time. But I wouldn't literally say, oh, he was caught cheating. He was caught flirting. Cheating to me is you sticking your penis in another woman. That's my thoughts. And Kim Walker was caught rubbing another woman's booty. Okay. So with that being said, it went viral all online. And then his brother jumped in, and I guess he wanted a clout chase. His twin brother, to be exact. His brother is no YouTuber, nothing, no famous at all. But people found his page from, I guess, Ken tagging him from a birthday event or something they had together. And people were under there asking him questions, and the brother proceeded to answer. He was kind of vague with his answers, but he proceeded to answer what he should have never said anything. He shouldn't have broken his silence because this was not a situation that had anything to do with him. Nothing to do with Ken Walker's brother. Okay? So, when people asked him questions, he decided that it seemed to me that he wanted to collect some type of clout. He wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted to throw his brother under the bus like, nah, that was my brother, that wasn't me. At this point, you should have said nothing. He did delete some of his posts because I guess he got in a situation where his brother was like, yo, delete this ain't it. Like, get rid of this, right? So he did get deleted some of the posts, but I did catch him his YouTube live. I mean, his Facebook lives, and he was pretty much giving up his YouTube name. He was giving up his Xbox or PlayStation name, what have you. And it's like, okay, wow, you want to collect clout off of your brother's name. And I waited a while because, again, I told you I was fasting for 5 days from social media and for food. So I didn't have a chance to speak on this subject. But my whole thing is like, come on, dude. You don't have to say nothing because you're in the background already. If people decided to follow you or follow your YouTube on their own, that's what they would do. But at this point, you're trying to collect clout off your brother's name. That's blood. Whether he right or wrong, you're supposed to ride or die. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say I'm going to ride for somebody that's right or wrong. But I don't have to say anything. It has nothing to do with me. So why should I say anything about it, right? So that's why I say his brother was wrong. But I shall read this paragraph from Ken Walker. He did come out a day or two later. He stated, I'll start by saying that every story I've seen on social media is false. I met the girl an hour before that video at the lounge because we were all in the same area celebrating the same thing. We had a brief, all caps, brief introduction in the lounge was started by her saying, hey, I know who you are. She wasn't the first person nor the last to say that to me. And everybody around me knows that. We all leave out the lounge, having a conversation, and there was zero flirting involved. I was leaving and proceeded to give her a hug and inappropriately touched her, but 100% I admit that. Did we talk before that night? No. Did we talk after? No. Did we flirt? No. If it was a mistake on my part, well, he said it was a mistake on my part and I won't make excuses for it because it hurt people I care about. There was no hidden motives, no contact information was exchanged, no kisses. Whatever y'all think happened outside of that video did not happen. That conversation lasted every bit of 5 minutes, but again, I admit I was wrong for being in the situation and not being smart enough. I'm legit getting death threats over this. Family think it's funny. Got some solid friends who know me and know my heart in the right place. I made a mistake and I stand on that. I'm not making no video about it. I'm not going live about it, nor am I going to be hateful about it. I was caught in a situation I shouldn't have been in. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. That's the entire truth of what happened. To the people reaching out with death threats, I hope they make you feel better by telling me to kill myself. To those concerned, I'm good. And to those who have called in text, I'm good. I'm disappearing for a while and will be out of reach. I'm sorry, Diara. You don't deserve the pain I've caused, the embarrassment you suffered, or the hurt I brought onto you. Now, I'm 28 years old, and I still have a lot of living to do, God willing. But I've been through some things, and they're both younger than me. Not much younger than me. But I will say this. What I found, I'll base this off of watching The Crown. I found that not all men will cheat. I'm not going to be up here as this woman that say all men cheat. But it doesn't matter your status, how much money you have, how beautiful you are, how much you have given a man, even if you have given him your last tooth out your mouth, he will find some way to cheat. I'm just being honest with you. I've seen women like watching The Crown, watching Queen Elizabeth II get cheated on while they had no social media nor any cell phones. It was still possible. So I want people to stop acting like this is something new. At this point, what you have to figure out is if you find out anything about your significant other, if you're going to deal with it or if you're going to move on. All that blasting them on social media or having to spill it out to your family members is not even necessary. You need to find out what's best for you. Being real with you. Diara and Ken are in the social media light, and people are looking at them heavy. People are looking at them. They're all in their life, but at the end of the day, what matters is them. So Diara feel like she want to get cheated on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20 times. It's her business. What that young lady probably is looking at, shit, from January to September, I made $3 million with this dude. This one night in a camera roll and all these YouTube videos busting out my life, what they think was going on. Is it worth it to break up? In my honest opinion, what I feel like she's thinking, nah, I don't feel like that's what she's thinking or feeling. I feel like she's going to take this, they're going to lay low for a while, and then they're going to move on with their life. Real, just being real with you. I don't feel like it's going to be a situation where we're going to break up because of this incident. People are married for 55 years, and they have been through hella things. Other babies outside of the marriage, other women, other men, so much. And this is not a thing to promote cheating. What I'm promoting is do what you want to do. I can't tell you, nobody in your family can tell you, none of your friends can tell you. Do what you want to do. Do what you think is right. Do what makes you happy. That's all you can do. It's nothing you can do. And if you feel like your work is not being honored, you have to walk on your own will. Nobody else can tell you to do that. That's my only point to this whole situation. Everybody's like, oh, this is breaking news. At first, I felt like, oh, man. But as I read more into it, I'm like, man, he just a man. She just a woman. Just like that woman can cheat, that man can cheat. It go both ways. So I don't put anything past anyone. I don't care if it's a celebrity, A-list, Z-list. I don't care who you are. If you have the most money in the world, the least money in the world, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you care about and what you feel like you can put up with. What I say, do not make you shit. Period. But y'all, that's my time. I mean, that's really all I had to say for tonight on Foodie Beauty and Ken Walker. I wish both parties the best of luck. Foodie Beauty, I wish you and hope you the best around your dieting cycle or what you're going to do. Or hopefully you love yourself enough to say that you want to do better with your health. That's all I can say. And to Diara and Ken, I hope that you guys can do what is best for you in your relationship, whether that's staying together or splitting up. But that's all for me tonight, y'all. It's me, Ismail, with the Lip and Gap Nail, the Lipstick Diva. Good night, y'all.